So today I have the makeup mess tag. I don't know if I was tagged from this, but I saw BadKittyBeauty do it, and I think she mentioned who she thinks did the original tag too and who tagged her. So I'm gonna leave her down below because she's amazing. Her tag was so good. I was just so excited for this video. Once I read the questions, I was like, oh my gosh. Cause like I love knowing these things because like I'm like really particular about some things, but I'm like a huge slob about other things. So I think that that's kind of funny, and I want to see if other people are like that too. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. Yeah, I hope you guys are like that too, because I think it's fun. Not that often. It's kind of like this is gonna sound bad. I like to do it after I've had a few drinks. Then I'll do my brushes, and usually I'll go on Snapchat and I'll post like some sort of hip hop song along with me cleaning my brushes, and I'll have a clever line about that. Like I'll do like riding dirty and I'll clean my brushes. I did that a few years ago. That was one of the last times that I did my brushes. Now that I'm thinking about it, no, I've cleaned them a lot of times since then, I think. But yeah, it doesn't happen often enough, and it should. But I do have a lot of brushes, and I kind of clean the same ones over and over again, I feel like, because, yeah, I'm gonna clean them after this video because I feel judged now. My collection is a little bit, like you can see, I have a lot of stuff on display, but there are like palettes behind there. There are palettes like behind these two. I have on the bookshelf next to me, here are some of my brushes, but behind that, I have like a big like thing with a bunch of palettes in them. They're kind of everywhere, but it's easy for me to like look at them and see where they are. And if I don't see where they are, I kind of know where they are because I have the Alex drawers also, but I don't have a lot of makeup in them. That I mostly put nail polish in, but yeah, I like having like my palettes out so that I can see them and I can use them more because I do get a lot of use out of them because I can see them. So that's how I organize my collection. It's like a disorganized organization. So if that helps, I don't know that it does, but that's what I do. I want to say I put them away, but I'm looking around my room now. There's so much makeup scattered everywhere. So yeah, I don't always put them away. Again, the way that I organize my makeup, it is easier to put away, and because I like it kind of on display, it makes it easy for me to be like, okay, this is on display. I need to look at this because it looks pretty like this. And I need to put it back where it belongs because that's how it looks prettiest. I like having my things in my caboodle too so that I can remember to use them. But yeah, it's kind of a mess right now. But I was really good for a while on putting it back right where it belonged right after I used it. But lately that hasn't been happening. I like loose powder. And I'm a messy person, but I think loose powder works good for dry skin. I feel like you have more control over it for some reason wherever it goes. And yeah, I like that. I wouldn't use it on the go though. I've never really powdered on the go like in a few years. I used to commute to college, and then I would, I had a powder that I kept in my bag, but yeah, now I just kind of do loose powder and hope it lasts the whole day. Or how often do you fall asleep without taking your makeup off, I guess is the question. I'm not sure. I usually make sure to take like all of my makeup off before going to sleep. But like sometimes like I'll notice like I didn't totally take off my mascara. I have pretty sensitive eyes, so I like to make sure it's all off before bed, but sometimes if it's really waterproof, it just stays on. there aren't like a lot that I break, but like, I don't know. Um, I've broken cream before powder one time. Or you're not supposed to put powder on if you're not supposed to put cream makeup on over powder. I survived, but it didn't look the greatest. So, there's that. It wasn't a rule that I really intentionally broke, but it happened. I like to save it, but I usually don't use them as often. So like if an eyeshadow cracks, I'll be like, okay, this is a pigment now. And, I'll just like keep it in like usually like a contact lens container or something like that. I'll keep it in. But it's not something that I reach for all that often, but I should. Yeah, and a lot of times those end up being decluttered, so I feel kind of bad about that, but I don't know. I will continue to use it depending on how cracked it is and what it is and how expensive it was, but I don't always use it. Not all the time. I don't think I've ever like panned like an eyeshadow or like a blush or anything. But I think what was something that I panned one time, and I don't know. Um, I don't think I think like at this point now, like if I pan something, I have enough in my collection that I would be okay without replacing it. But if it was something that was like total holy grail status for me, I'd kind of want to have like a backup. That's something that comes to mind that like I always want to keep in my collections, like mascara or primer. And mascaras I typically throw out after like 3 months. Or three months ish, depending on how they feel and how they're performing. But yeah, I think I don't remember the question, and now I'm just keeping on talking. But I don't know. I don't think I would. I think I would pan it completely before replacing it. If yeah, unless it's something that I need on an everyday basis. We'll go with that. When I first read this, I was like, oh, that's so gross. Like, I've never shared my makeup before, but like, if you have like a nice clean brush or something, that's fine. I don't know if I'd really want to share my makeup because I do have a chronic sty. So like, I don't know what I use like when I have like a breakout or something from my sty. I don't exactly know how it works, but my eye doctor has said it's a chronic sty, so I probably shouldn't share like my eye products or anything like that, but I would still share makeup. I don't really have a problem with it. I've never done it personally. I don't think I would. I don't know. I feel like depending on how much you've used it, like, is it really worth buying it if it's already been used? I don't know. I'm snobby with that, and like I said, I'm very particular about some things, but other things I'm not. And because I have like, eye problems, I don't know if I would do that. Not that often, if you can believe it or not. If something starts to smell funny, or if I can tell that like it's changed, it's not like swatching or anything anymore. If I know that it's something that it cannot be used anymore, I'll declutter it without like too much of an issue. I'm like, you know what? It's not that heartbreaking. I've gotten my use out of it, and now it just won't work anymore, and it's just taking up space. So yeah, I don't declutter that often. I wait on the smell, but yeah. Yeah, today in my video, I just filmed an elf video that I posted on Monday, and I used my fingers to pack on the shadow because the brushes just weren't doing it. But I really like how it looks now, just like a side note update type thing. I'm really happy with how the look turned out, so yeah. Usually I'm actually pretty good about taking lipsticks out. Just because there are so many lipsticks that I've thought I've lost because they've been in a purse that I haven't used in a while. So I think I'm pretty good without like hoarding too many products in my bag. I should hoard more hand sanitizers because I have so many hand sanitizers, and a lot of times I don't have any in my bag, and there's no use for it to not be in my bag. And lip balms, that's another thing. I have a bajillion lip balms. I should have one in my bag at all times. And hair ties too. I have like a bunch of them, never when I need them. So there you go. I should hoard those. I should hoard more things in my bag. I think I'm gonna say setting spray only because a lot of times I forget to do setting spray before I put on my mascara, and then my mascara will smudge. So then it's just like a big like complication that didn't have to be complicated. So that's my least favorite thing. I don't know. I think I don't know. Like, I don't know how to say this without sounding like bad. I feel like when I didn't do makeup, like, and I saw other girls like wearing makeup, and like if a guy I liked like went out with a girl that wore makeup, didn't wear, now it's like the opposite. Like if a guy says like, oh, I don't, like on Bumble, I was reading one time that a guy said, you know, something about like, I'm not swiping if you have makeup on. I'm like, then I'm not going to swipe on you either. Like you're such a catch that like I'm just dying to swipe on you, and you're just saying, no, I'm not going to swipe on you if you have makeup on. And you know, it's stupid things like that that just kind of like, it ruins it for me. Like, I'm not doing my makeup for a man. I'm doing it because I have fun putting on makeup. So there you go. And I guess like it's not really like a memory, that there's nothing like against like people that don't like makeup and people that don't wear makeup. I don't like feeling judged. I don't think anybody is judging me, like personally. It's just like when I see things like that, it pisses me off. And I think that happens a lot lately. Like there was something that Tila Tequila posted, and she was like fat shaming Nikki Tutorials, and it was just like, Nikki Tutorials is beautiful. Like, I would love to like look like I and like it's just, there's so much in like that regards about like, I don't know, but that's that's the tag. I feel like I've like talked myself into a little corner here, and I don't know how to get out of it. So you can tell I haven't filmed in a while. But yeah, that's my little end of rant. And I hope you guys like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more tags, because I think there was another tag that I want to do too, but I forget what it was. But yeah, I hope you guys like this, and I'll see you guys all later. Bye!